Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Vanderbilt's offense will have the football first. You'll remember the last time these two clashed, it wound up being a tight one right to the finish.
And you know it's always going to be emotional, David. There's so much trash talking in rivalry games like this. These two teams, these two fan bases absolutely hate each other, and they let each other know about it all game long, even before the game.
And that's what makes
the grab and running the run. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Sets his feet. It's Carter. Left side is Dixon. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate.
Under pressure, and down he goes. At the 33.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. So Kentucky's offense will now get its first chance with the football. C.J. Maxx, this guy's one of the top backs in the nation, and we've really been anxious to see what type of explosive presence he can bring to this running attack.
And talking to coaches coming into this game, man, it was all about the running back spot and just having the senior leadership at that spot. A dude that's got experience, playmaking. They said when he talks, everyone in the huddle listens. So I know this offense is going to give him the football early and often. And Palmer, they're going to count on him in all the big moments.
And you don't see a lot of running backs drafted in the first round like we used to see, David. But this guy has a chance to be that guy in the next NFL draft. He could be a first rounder. He's got the vision. He's got the burst. He can make people miss. He's got speed, can catch the ball, can block, and do all those things. And he is so excited to remind everybody just how good he is today.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Ward. Right side, it's Ferguson. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up the few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now comes. We're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Rush right in his face. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Long way to go on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. They stop him almost immediately. relatively short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. It's 3rd and 5. To the first down marker, he's a yard short. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Under pressure. And they got it.
That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. Getting tackles for losses, getting sacks. It makes it easy to play defense. You know what else does? Forcing a third and ball. When you know they got to throw the football like they got right here.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Cradles it at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. First step in this drive comes from their own 44. Quick give. It's Hampton. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let it...
Makes the grab in their space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Commodores trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The play fake. Out wide left, it's Coleman. Could not make his way to the corner. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. for it on 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he moves into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you kick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have. Sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
On the move. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And there is a little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double teamed, right? Because he's right there, and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass play, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think. So,
but, and he's got room. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Looks it in. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll flip it out to the back of the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Looking to throw, it's Carter. Unloads to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He gets a puck. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Right side, it's Skinner. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page. in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, the quarterback let his target too much in that outbreaking route. I think in the future, just trying to put it on his front shoulder makes it a lot easier to make the catch.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. We saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Fires to the middle. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Looking downfield, it's Carter. He's got it.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll move the tight end. It's inside. It's Hampton. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Trying to take it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the option. Serves ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some sun. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Ward. They're all over him. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain here. Still a bit short of the first down. From the gun on third down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Oh, he's got this man. They make the stop. He's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Slings it downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical because he bobbles it at all. As soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Face mask penalty costs the D 15 yards and a first down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead's extended a little far. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 3 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Demon Deacons, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Nashville. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Commodores will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Left side, it's John. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Back to pass, it's Ward. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. They'll field this one in tight quarters. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Adjustment. Fresh center downs going to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Running inside, it's Hampton. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get him to the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Got his man. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Hampton. Knocked down immediately.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that one's too high, and out of bounds and incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Finds a man in the middle. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hampton. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Commodores! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessary.
Snags it, and he's open. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got some room, it was over. Oh, the offense show some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Kentucky, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hampton. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Dropping back, it's Carter. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right.
It's picked off, and boy, did this D need that.
Not all DB. The play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the...
We're close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. 2nd and long here. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to throw, it's Carter. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Drops back on first down. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Hudson. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Fresh center downs going to the air. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And here's the mindset said if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Shakes off the defender. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Baxter again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
Got his man to the left. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Kentucky going quickly. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Looking downfield, it's Ward. Got rid of it just in time.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect the quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And if your job is to irritate...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play, get the ball back to the offense?
First play of this drive. Working that left side now. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking down the middle. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Got it behind the line. It's Skinner. And that had all the makings of it. above meat windshield, but how about the little corner? Taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He's got it down the right side. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
To the air, it's Ward. Out wide left, it's Skinner. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, gonna throw it. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Skinner. He's down right there, short gain on the ground. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Rush is on, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Look out! On target over the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Finding space. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Second down to the air. Just gets rid of that one.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, it's like...
They got him! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Driven back. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Left side is Coleman. Snags it, and there's running room. He's got the 1st down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. The old coaching cliche goes level every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
A great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out and find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you just see. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. We definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.